Hello everyone! Today we are going to be making a 4-inch round coaster, and I'm only making one today because I want to make this one kind of special, and this is hopefully will turn out kind of gift quality if you're looking for something for a desk or for something that you don't need a whole set but you just want kind of a special one. Okay, so I got this beautiful sheet of stickers with these flowers that look just so completely realistic and bright. They're just beautiful, and they came from Stick Art, and it was bought on Amazon. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I really just fell in love with these bright colored dahlias here, and so I went in and I noticed that they are different sized. Okay, there's actually 5 different sizes, and so I went in and numbered them from the biggest to the smallest. And what we're going to do is we are going to layer these stickers and get a 3D effect in our coaster. Okay, so let's see, I've still got quite a few bubbles in this resin. I'll let it sit for another few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I was going to use some little feet. In the past, when I've layered things like this, I have done a layer of resin, put a sticker or a embellishment, let it cure, you know, do another layer like that. But then I've learned that you can actually save time if you just put spacers in between them early on, and then you can just do the whole coaster all at once. I'm going to see these spacers, these little rubber bumper feet. I also use these on my trays and some of the smaller ones on my coasters. Okay, I'm thinking those are maybe about 1/8 of an inch. I don't think they're 1/4 of an inch. About 1/8 of an inch, I think, width. So if I did all 5 of those, I would need 4 of those, which, let me look and see how much room I've actually got in here. I did not do this before. I can do it in, let's see here. This is only about half of an inch tall. So let me see. And these are, let's see, 1/2, 1/4, 1/6. Okay, so they're about 1/16 of an inch. So let's see here. Okay. Yep, I think I can do at least 2 of those, and then I will find 2 that are smaller. Sorry about the rattly plastic here. Let me see if I've got something a little flatter than that. What's this one? This one might be a little, yeah. Okay, now these are a bit smaller, so I might use this for my top 1 or 2. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. I've got it all figured out, I think. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I want to find my biggest one, which is here, number 1. Okay, and how's my resin doing? Still got some bubbles, but it's starting to clear up. Okay, it's getting just kind of warm, but more like room temperature warm, so still doing okay there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find sticker number 1, which is my biggest sticker, and because these are going to have to go in upside down, so I want to have these all evenly placed before we do that. I'm going to place one of the rubber bumpers right in the center here. Now I'm going to find sticker number 2, which I believe is this one. Okay, and I'm going to find the same, let's see, I'm going to find where it goes here. I want to put it, I have to stand up for this. I'm going to put this directly over the top of the last part there. Okay. All right, now that's like that. And I don't really want these to stick together, not quite yet. They might kind of fall sideways, upwards when I put them in the other way. Let's see, did that slide over there? Yeah, it kind of did, huh? I feel like that kind of slid off. slid off this way. There's not very much difference in the size of these, so I'm gonna have to really line it up pretty well. Okay, there's that one. Check my resin. Okay, it's still doing pretty well. A little bit more alcohol in there. I've got just a bit of bubbles. They're almost gone, but there's still some very tiny micro bubbles in there. Okay, so that's that one. And now we're gonna go in with one more, I think just one more of this size. Put it here. And find number 3, which is over here. Okay, let's see if I can find this one. I think it goes this way and this one, right? Let's see here. It's this way. They don't have to be exact. Okay. How are we doing height-wise? Okay. Yeah, we don't want to go too much taller than that one. So I'm wondering if maybe even I skip this one here. Let me see. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe if I put this one. It's going to go really tall, but I'm wondering if maybe I just go from that one to this one here. Then that would leave me 2 stickers for another time. I think I might do this. Yeah, I think I like this better because then I don't have that many layers to have to work with, okay? So now I'm gonna put this one right centered right there. There we go. Okay, now we've got a 3D sticker with our flower that has layers, okay? And I'm just going to put this in there to kind of help keep it off of the bottom one for now. All right, so now we've got that part done. So now I'm going to check my resin. Still got some bubbles in there, but you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray my rims here with alcohol. Really don't want to get it all over my stickers, so I'm going to come over here and spray my rims with alcohol. Okay, and then you can, when you're using a coaster with rims like this, you can just kind of roll it around. That will kind of help there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pour a bit of resin in. I've made up 4 ounces of resin, which I'm hoping will be about enough to get this coaster done. And I'm going to do just really thin layer over the top. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I don't have my glasses on, so it's kind of hard to see, but I don't think I don't see any bubbles, even micro bubbles right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray this a bit. Make sure it's covered kind of evenly there. Okay, now I've also got, I bought this either from Amazon or from Temu, I'm not sure. And these are just a box of leaves, okay? So I picked out 2 leaves that I thought looked the most like dahlia leaves here. And these will go on, but at the end. All right, so that's looking pretty good. One more spray. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our flower here. I'm going to carefully peel it off so I can keep all my other layers intact. Okay, and unstick those. Some of it's kind of stuck together there when I peeled it off. But just come undone. There we go. And as you can see, here's our layers. Okay, you see our layers, all the flowers are apart from each other. And so I'm going to just drizzle some resin here that we've got in our cup. I'm going to just, actually, you know what, maybe I'll just go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle it. Kind of messier to do it this way. I'm going to drizzle it in between the cracks here so that we don't get too much problem with the bubbles coming in between. Okay. Kind of really similar to all the other projects I do using these kind of flowers as far as the technique goes, but the result should be just hopefully really amazing. Now what we can do too, if we wanted to make sure that these areas in between the flower petals didn't stick together, we can go in and put a little spacers in between them. Okay, and let me see, I might actually do that. Okay, I'm going to take some of my rubber feet and go ahead and place them in between the ones here that are just wanting to stick together. Kind of defeats our whole purpose, huh? Okay, there. Okay. Now it's got the resin in between the layers. I'm going to do just one more little drizzle through there. As you can see. Now they're kind of just held open with the bumpers we got. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do some across the top here. Okay, now it's getting pretty slippery. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here into the round part of our coaster. Now things might, the petals might kind of tilt upward towards the coaster, but that's okay. It just will give it more, should give it a little bit more like 3D look. Okay, so go ahead and, whoops, I stirred it, so that gave it a couple bubbles. So I'm going to spray this. Go ahead and put a bit in here around the edges like this. Okay, and I'm going to kind of roll it inside, tilt it so that that resin kind of runs inside of those the open areas there. So I want to keep it kind of centered there. I don't see any signs of any bubbles or anything at this point. Okay, so now I'm going to take my leaves, and I think one's going to go like here. And the other one's going to go down here. Oops. Give it some color there. Let's scoot these down until they touch this rim here, because I like to get a bit of the green in there. Okay, So there is that. I'm going through and cover up my leaves a bit. Okay, now I've got just enough space here at the top. Not very much, but a bit. If I want to come in and do a colored background on this, which, gosh, I feel like would be pretty. Either way, it would be really pretty. All right, you guys. So here is this part. We're gonna let this cure, and should just come out really beautifully. And I'm gonna come back in. I'll probably hit it with my heat gun really quick. If you're gonna use a heat gun or a torch, be really careful because the paper or the vinyl will curl, okay? And I've ruined a few different projects when I first started using this kind of a technique by too much heat. So if you can just get by with your alcohol spray, it's probably your best bet. You know, otherwise just be really safe if you're doing it with real heat. Okay, when this is cured, I will be back. Hi everybody, I came back to check on our coaster, and it's not cured, but it was definitely firm and super sticky. So I made up some resin here, and what I did is I just kind of topped it off to the top here. And so I've been kind of like trying to figure out if I want something in there, and gosh, I just can't really decide if I want to put anything in there, if I just want it to be clear. I might actually just take a few of these. These are little glass seed beads, and I'm gonna just put a few around in here, and hopefully just to kind of give it something. All right, well, I'm going to give this a quick spray of alcohol, and then I'm going to let it cure, and we will be ready to take this out and demold it tomorrow. All right, I will see you then. Hello everybody, I'm back with this coaster. I'm ready to demold it and see how it turned out, and then once we take a look at it, we'll know if we want to put any kind of a backing on it or not. Okay? So hopefully this turned out really well. Should, I think. Not have any kind of problems. Get it out of the mold here. Okay, so here it is. Are we ready to see what it's gonna look like? Here we go. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, you guys. Wow, that turned out really, whoopsie. Really pretty. It looks like the flowers coming up out of the mold. It really worked well to have the 3D look. That is really pretty. I see we have one little bubble in there, but that's okay. Gosh, what do you think? It's so pretty. Yeah, I'm just amazed at that. Can you see how the 3D, can you see it layered? I don't know if the camera angle is showing you that real well or not. Gosh, so pretty. Now that's gonna just make me want to do some more of these with those vinyl stickers that I got. I think I might have to order some more. I got online today and I noticed that they have several different flower types and colors and things, but this is really pretty, and I think that I will figure out how to layer this just right and kind of perfect it, because yeah, it's just, that's really pretty. All right, well, I am going to think about what I want to do with the backing. If anything, I could just do the clear rubber feet on the back and just keep it translucent. Well, anyway, I'm gonna look and then I will figure this out, and I will let you know what we decide to do, okay? All right, I'll be back with the next part. Hi everybody. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I went around, I took my gold leaf Krylon pen here and I went around the edges. I just did kind of half the pin point, and I went around the edges here. On this side I went all the way around, and then on the inside I did the same. I decided not to coat in the whole top part with gold because I actually kind of liked the translucency in between there. So I haven't put a backing on it yet because I haven't quite decided if I'm sure that I want to do that. I could just put some clear feet because I like it honestly just the way it is. But I've also thought about putting a white background on it as well. Kind of just helps make that color of the flower and the leaves pop. So I might still do that, and if I do that, this white round comes from one of my peel and stick coaster backs. This is just cork, and you can get these on Amazon by the box. I think they come in about a box of 50 or so. But anyway, yeah, I'm still kind of up in the air on what I want to do. I might just go ahead and do it with the white, but anyway, regardless, everybody, you know, can just kind of play around with this and see what their preference is. If they want to keep it clear, you might have some other ideas for little, maybe some gold flaking in the background, or maybe just nothing at all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I thank you so much for coming and joining me, and I will see you next time.